local and of course international. And this bout, some have called it a kind of legacy or a kind of revenge now for Tyson Fury. What do you make of this one? Is it about revenge or about legacy for the Brits? Tunde, good to have you.
Hey, good afternoon, guys. How you doing?
We're good.
Yeah. So this is what a lot of people regard as round 13. That it never really finished in round 12 when both men competed. Now this is round 13 where both men have to go head to head again and also have to do the very best that they need to do. Now you ask yourself, where exactly does this fight lie in the history of or in the legacy of world sports? Now I think it's safe to say really that for Tyson Fury, this is a career-defining fight. Up until the last fight, he had never lost any.
Of football, but hey, this for me has got to be the biggest when it comes to sport this weekend.
Also, that's a season-ending fight. Where we talk about the big one in the world of boxing. There in Saudi Arabia, we are did I say Deontay Wilder? That's Tyson Fury. I will face off against Alexander Usyk, the 35-year-old southpaw. Will be up against the Gypsy King in person of that's 37-year-old Alexander Usyk.
I think I've got him now. I've got Babatunde joining me now on the show. So Babatunde, let me allow you finish. Yeah, your thoughts there.
Yeah, I was saying the fact that for Tyson Fury, he regards this fight as round number 13. You remember the first fight when the distance went 12 rounds. Usyk eventually won by split decision. But as far as Tyson Fury is concerned, this fight never ended. This is basically round number 13 that they are continuing from where they left off. Now, he also needs to re-establish the fact that he's probably the best heavyweight of his era. And now, up until when he fought Alexander Usyk, he had never been beaten by any man. The worst he had gotten was a draw in his fight with Deontay Wilder, the first fight with Deontay Wilder. But while many call that a setback, you will recall that subsequently when he fought Wilder 2 other times, he went on to beat him quite clearly and convincingly. Now, he believes that, this time around, he knows exactly what he needs to do. He's a man who's faced adversity both on and in and out of the ring, and he knows how to get the job done. Now, he's taking this fight particularly seriously because if you notice, you might not have seen his father, Peter Fury, in and around everything that has been going on, the press conferences, the weigh-ins, the ceremonial arrivals, because Peter Fury is also a larger-than-life personality and tends to distract quite a lot of people, especially his son. Now, Tyson doesn't want that kind of distraction, and he has banned him from his corner during this fight. For Usyk believes that he is already a superstar. He's already made legacy. He's the first man in the history of boxing to hold all 4 belts ever since it became a 4-belt era: the WBA, the WBC, the WBO, and the IBF. Yes, he has relinquished the IBF for Daniel Dubois, another fighter that he has beaten before, but he believes it's only a matter of time when he gets that back and confirms once and for all to everyone that he is the best heavyweight in the world. So for me, it's going to be another exciting fight. I think both men have got the measure of each other now. They know exactly what to expect, and it's going to be another enthralling spectacle.
For the other man, because I know that if we're not careful, we'll be dwelling more on the Brits and leave the Ukrainian alone from all of this conversation. So, Babatunde, for Usyk, won against Chisora, defeated Joshua twice, beat the man who have got one of the belts right now, Dubois, and of course, the hand was him handing the 35 unbeaten run from bouts. Now, let me use that word for Tyson. Do you think this one might come, I don't want to say too soon for him, but come in a different dimension from these boxers I've mentioned?
I don't really understand the question. A different dimension? There is nothing different about Tyson Fury other than the fact that everybody knows who he is. He's unorthodox. He's a switch hitter. He's 6'9". He has excellent range. His boxing skills is good. He's very durable. He has great footwork. He's a trash talker. He has a warrior mentality. There is nothing that Tyson Fury is going to bring to this fight that Alexander Usyk has not faced before. At any level, be it at cruiserweight, be it at heavyweight. He's fought the likes of Anthony Joshua. He's fought Derek Chisora. He's fought Daniel Dubois. He has fought some of the very best in the business and overcome every single one of them. I still get the impression that a lot of people still don't believe that Alexander Usyk is not hype. This is the first man in history to own all 4 belts in the cruiserweight division and all 4 belts in the heavyweight division. That's a lot. That is a lot. Many people ever get to win, any division. But yes, we've had multiple win divisions, but very few, if any, at the very top of the sports. That's cruiserweight and heavyweight. Now, this is a man who's also had a sterling career as an amateur. He's fought some of the very best in the world. He's seasoned. Maybe because he's not a brash talker.
Olympic gold.
Maybe because he's not one of the Olympic gold medalists. Yes. Maybe because he's not a brash talker. He doesn't like talking too much. The fact that he also doesn't understand English or he can't speak English fluently might also be an issue. But, and he's goofy. He likes to dance while training. He doesn't talk much. But Alexander Usyk is the real deal. The very, very real deal. And if he wins this fight, I think it pretty much cements his legacy as one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. Probably one of the top 5.
Yeah. So let me allow SAMIES also weighing. Maybe got a few things to say to you, or probably a few questions, Tunde.
Concerning this fight, we know we all both.
Nobody has any reason. No, there's no the money is not good enough for the fight. I don't like the venue. Come and fight. Come and show us how much of a bad man you are. Okay. And the interesting part, this man, you have to give Turkey al-Sheikh and the Saudis a lot of credit. Mm-hmm. I throw my salute to them because they've pretty much changed the face of boxing. Look at the kind of trailers that we are getting for cards now. It's like they're like movie trailers.
I think there's an extra belt on the line
the kind of attention that we are getting. And this fight, this weekend, now, this is another era-defining fight. It's a legacy-changing fight. Because for the first time in the history of boxing, normally we have 3 ringside judges now, but there will now be a 4th judge.
Yeah, I was going to
that
go there.
Judge is artificial intelligence. An AI judge. It will judge every single movement from every single boxer using a particular set of parameters. The blows that they landed, the power punches, the jabs. It will calculate everything. So at the end of the fight, it will give you its own opinion of who won that fight. If you recall, over the last half a decade or so, there have been so many controversies regarding who won the fight, who was better. I mean, the recent fight between Abdulbadr and Dimitri Bivol also continues to raise a lot of dust. A lot of people thought that Bivol won, something was a draw. But now, with the coming of AI, this is not human judgment anymore. This is a programmed machine or artificial intelligence that is designed in a certain parameter, in a certain specific way, to look for certain parameters in order to judge a fight. And if this thing proves successful, you and I might as well kiss the era of the 3 ringside judges goodbye.
Interesting. In all of these, Tunde, where you were just trying to break down what to expect on Saturday night in Riyadh, when you mentioned Saudi Arabia again, something just inside of me just wake up and say, who could have imagined this 15, 20 years ago that we'll be having bouts, major football games in Saudi Arabia? Now, FIFA have said in 2034, the next World Cup, after the one that will be hosted by Spain, Portugal, and Morocco, the Saudis will be to host. Today, before you go quickly, there's one thing you've not mentioned. That's got to do with the money. When you talk about heavyweight bouts, something about the money always pop up from somewhere. And right in front of me, the British media are quoting 150 million British pounds, about 190 million US dollars for this bout. And it's going the other way. When we saw the first bout, Fury was getting the last chunk of the money. But this one, the Ukraine will be getting the last chunk. That is HIF today.
So the interesting thing about boxing is there's what is regarded as the A side and the B side. Now the A side is the one that is the bigger draw, that sells more tickets, that has a more illustrious name, a more illustrious record, and is regarded as the bigger man. You understand? And that is why when you see on fight nights, it is the A side, the bigger draw, the bigger name of the bigger champion who walks out last. The B side walks out first, the A side walks out last. Now, what they also don't tell you is that the A side also gets a bigger share of the purse. Very rarely do you see a purse go 50-50, that this fighter gets 50%, this one gets 50%. No, it is usually, in fact, there have been splits that have been like 70-30, 80-20, but it is now a measure of the esteem and, do I say, respect that Alexander Usyk now commands, that in a fight going in with Tyson Fury, he is regarded as A side. He is getting a bigger pie, a bigger chunk of the pie, and that's pretty much down to everything that he has achieved over the last few years. 2 victories over Anthony Joshua, a victory over Daniel Dubois, Derek Chisora, a victory over Tyson Fury. People are now beginning to realize that this man is not a fluke. And for this weekend's fight, all I can say is that please just find a way to watch it. That's all I can tell you. Oh. That's all I can say. You have to watch this one to understand that there is a major contest here. The good thing about it is that there is no true animosity between both men, right? So fighters need to hate the opponent in order to hype up the fight. But no, Alexander Usyk is a really cool cat. Doesn't really hate anybody. He just wants to prove that he's the best, and that is that competitive edge that he wants to shave Fury's beard in front of all of you, so that he can prove once and for all that he's the baddest man on the planet. And his skills are immeasurable. I can't talk enough about Fury. The punch volume, the wonderful engine, the footwork. The biggest setback in his career, it's a question that you ask, because it's a man, if you recall, he was in a dark place, he overcame health issues, he overcame alcoholism, he was terribly out of shape. So it also is testament to his mental fortitude, his mental strength. He's capable of it. For anyone who can overcome that.
But don't you also think that for Usyk now?
It will be too much.
Don't you also think that for Usyk, is the one who has everything to lose?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. He has everything to lose. He has 3 belts to lose. He has an unbeaten record to lose. He has the Starboy appellation to lose. Everything is on the line for him. But you also have to remember that this is a man who nobody gave a chance. Yeah. He had everything to gain and nothing to lose when he stepped into the heavyweight division. He said he has no knockout power. He can't go the distance. He has proven every single person wrong. Every single person. And that is why he's also another man to be feared. But he also gives off this aura about how he's just having fun. He never takes anything truly seriously. But when you watch his fights, you can always tell that this man is a stone cold, calculative killer. And he's the last person to lose that appellation. It's like it's a proper grace to grass story. And that's why I'm saying again, everything is on the line for both men.
All right. If there's one man we love here to go to when it comes to talking boxing, Babatunde Koiki, thank you so much for your time. It's been fantastic for 20 minutes speaking to you ahead of the bout on Saturday night against in Riyadh. And you said to our listeners, if you want the best, you just watch that match on Saturday night. And today, I know there's something also happening in Nigeria in the next few weeks. 26th of December. Yeah. We'll find time and talk about that today. We'll talk about that.
Most definitely. We'll look forward to it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much today. All right. So there you have it in terms of what. Let me just take you back, SAMIES. Let's go back and let's see how we can just go back what happened in the last few months, how these two fought, and of course the Ukrainian won, and then we'll be back to hear from both of them ahead of the bout on Saturday night in Riyadh.
Buckled it. Hit him on the temple. I just think he lost his footing there, Alexander Usyk.
Fury had a chance maybe to step on the gas there, but again, he elects to fight going backwards. Right hand, and then wobbled Fury. Usyk.
He's got to push on though, Fury. He's got to go at him though.
Andy Lees is saying exactly that in the corner.
The Ukrainian is hurt. Fury downstairs now, and Usyk's backpedaling. It's the glamour division of boxing, and these guys are not letting us down. Fury's in trouble. The big fella, the Gypsy King, is rattled. He's stumbling all over the place. Do you believe it? Do you believe it?
It's going.
The referee might stop it. Whoa! Fury, he's down. They'll call it a knockdown.
2, 3,
For the 8th time in his career,
6,
he doesn't
7,
look right.
8,
Will he be saved by the bell?
He's completely gone. The legs have nothing in them at all.
And that's it for the bell rings. He'll see another round. But oh my word, where we see the Gypsy King go down in flames.
Oh, the lead hand again, the hook.
Again, these eye-catching punches could be absolutely crucial. And there's another one of them.
Who will make history? Gave us a show for the ages.
What a fight, Tom.
Manuel Oliver Palermo scores the contest 115 to 112 for Usyk. Craig Metcalf scores it 114-113 for Fury. Mike Fitzgerald has it 114-113 to the winner by split decision from Ukraine, Alexander Usyk.
What would you like to tell Alexander Usyk before your rematch on Saturday night?
Can't wait for Saturday night. Thank you, everybody involved. God bless.
Thank you, Tyson. And final words to the defending champion. You've been telling Tyson Fury you will not leave him alone. What is your message to Tyson as we head into Saturday?
Don't be afraid. I will not leave you alone. See you on Saturday.
All right, I don't know who is afraid yet, but we'll see you on Saturday 3. We'll come for the pitch. We'll take a look at football, the English Premier League, and of course the other games that will be going down. I am Peter. I've done this with SAMIES, and coming up is the news for 4.